Sister wives, Kody defies judge's order in court again, refusing to return land to other wives. Hello friends, welcome to the Daily Gossip News Update. I'm Olivia and I hope you're well by God's grace. Please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon for more updates. The Brown family saga has reached a boiling point that even the most seasoned fans of Sister Wives could never have imagined. For years, the cameras have followed Kody Brown and his 4 wives, Mary, Janelle, Christine, and Robyn, through the highs, the lows, and the often shocking turns of plural marriage. But now, with 3 marriages dissolved, Robyn left standing as the favorite wife and the others struggling to reclaim their independence, the battle has moved from the family couch to the courtroom. And at the center of it all? The sprawling piece of land in Flagstaff, Arizona, known to fans as Kody Pass. Once envisioned as a place where Kody and all his wives would build their dream homes, Kody Pass has become the battleground of betrayal, broken promises, and legal drama. Kody's courtroom defiance. According to court insiders, Kody Brown has once again defied a judge's direct order regarding the division of property. The judge reportedly instructed him months ago to transfer portions of the Kody Pass property back to his former wives, Mary, Janelle, and Christine, following their respective splits. The order was clear: every wife who contributed financially was entitled to a fair share. But in true Kody fashion, the family patriarch has dug in his heels. "I built this dream. I kept this family together for decades. That land is mine to oversee," Kody allegedly shouted during the latest tense court hearing, slamming his hand against the table as Robyn looked on nervously from the gallery. The judge, visibly frustrated, reminded Kody that he was not above the law. But sources claim that Kody's response was nothing short of shocking. He outright refused to sign the documents required to make the property transfers official. The ghost of Kody Pass. Kody Pass was supposed to represent unity, a shared future where all the wives could live near one another, with Kody shuffling from house to house in his patriarchal routine. Instead, the land now looms like a symbol of broken promises. Christine walked away first, choosing freedom and remarriage over endless waiting. Janelle stayed longer, fighting to hold on, only to watch her financial contributions vanish into what she now calls Kody and Robyn's private kingdom. Mary, after years of loneliness, finally let go, though her ties to the land remained. And yet, despite the splits, the paperwork told a different story. Kody and Robyn's names are still attached to the deeds in ways that favor them over the other wives. "Every time I look at that land, I see my blood, sweat, and tears," Janelle reportedly told friends. But to Kody, it's just leverage. He'd rather burn it all down than admit we have a right to it. Robyn's silent support. While Kody raged in the courtroom, Robyn sat in silence, but her body language, witnesses say, told the whole story. Arms crossed, jaw tight, she never once interrupted or tried to calm him down. Some speculate that Robyn, who has long been accused of being the puppet master behind Kody's decisions, has no intention of giving up Kody Pass either. One insider whispered, "Robyn sees Kody Pass as her children's inheritance. She doesn't want Mary, Janelle, or Christine to touch a single square foot of it. She knows that if Kody keeps delaying, keeps defying, eventually the other women might give up. And that's exactly what she's counting on. For Robyn, the land isn't just property. It's power." Judge's warning. The judge presiding over the case reportedly lost patience after Kody's most recent outburst. "Mr. Brown, this is not reality television. This is a court of law. If you continue to defy this order, you will face contempt charges," the judge stated firmly, according to transcripts leaked by an anonymous source. Yet, even with the threat of contempt hanging over his head, Kody remained unmoved. Legal experts following the case warn that Kody could be facing serious consequences. The first hearing may have ended with the judge's stern warning, but the drama was only beginning. Behind the scenes, Kody Brown's refusal to comply with the court order set off a chain reaction of secret meetings, strategic phone calls, and whispered confrontations that could reshape the Brown family forever. Kody's defiance turns to strategy. After storming out of the courtroom, Kody retreated to what insiders describe as his fortress with Robyn, the house they once presented as the family's shared dream home. For hours, neighbors reported seeing blinds pulled tight, lights flickering late into the night, and even hearing raised voices through the walls. One source close to the Browns revealed, "Kody is convinced the judge is biased. He keeps saying, 'They don't understand plural marriage, they don't understand me.' He's framing this as a spiritual battle, not just a legal one. But those close to him insist his motives aren't spiritual at all, they're financial." With Robyn as his only remaining wife, keeping Kody Pass in his control ensures that he and Robyn's children inherit everything. "He doesn't want Ariella or Solomon growing up with nothing," the insider continued. In his mind, protecting them means keeping Mary, Janelle, and Christine out of the picture entirely. Robyn's quiet calculations. Robyn may have been silent in court, but her influence is being felt in every move Kody makes. According to leaked texts allegedly exchanged between her and a close confidant, Robyn is advising Kody to play the long game. "If we just hold out, they'll get tired of fighting," one message reads. Christine has her new life, Janelle is struggling with money, and Mary doesn't have the energy for this. They'll walk away eventually. They always do. These alleged texts have fueled fan theories that Robyn has been orchestrating the land war all along, pulling strings while letting Kody take the public heat. Some family observers believe she's not only protecting her children's inheritance but also rewriting her own legacy. After years of being branded the homewrecker of the Brown family, Robyn may see controlling Kody Pass as her chance to prove she was the rightful matriarch all along. The wives fight back. While Kody and Robyn strategized behind closed doors, Mary, Janelle, and Christine met with their newly assembled legal team. For the first time in years, the three ex-wives seemed to put aside old wounds to focus on a shared enemy. Christine, still glowing from her life with David Woolley, was the most vocal. "This is about justice. I don't care if Kody hates me. He can't erase what I contributed. Can't erase what we built as a family." Janelle, meticulous as always, came armed with binders of documents, loan applications, bank statements, and handwritten notes outlining years of financial contributions she poured into Kody Pass. "I was the one who made this possible," she said firmly. "I fought for the loans, I signed the papers, I kept track of every penny." Kody was too busy chasing his ego to handle the details. And then there was Mary, the wild card. Once dismissed as a silent bystander, she shocked even her lawyers by speaking with a new fire. "I may not have been his favorite, but I still built this family," she told reporters afterward. "I won't let him pretend I don't exist." The trio's unity rattled Kody, according to insiders, because it shattered his long-standing strategy of divide and conquer. For decades, he thrived by keeping his wives in competition. Now, for the first time, they were on the same side, against him. David Woolley enters the fight. Perhaps the most surprising twist came when Christine's husband, David Woolley, reportedly offered to step into the legal fray. Though initially reluctant to get involved in the Browns' chaos, David's patience snapped after witnessing Kody's courtroom antics. "He was furious," a source close to Christine revealed. "He told her, 'This isn't just about you. This is about doing the right thing. He can't bully you forever.' David has resources and connections of his own, and rumors suggest he's been consulting with property lawyers outside the Brown circle, looking for ways to put additional pressure on Kody. Some speculate that David may even be considering buying out part of Kody Pass to settle the matter once and for all, a move that would not only secure Christine's rights but also humiliate Kody in the process. Kody's growing paranoia. The ex-wives' alliance shook Kody. David's involvement sent him into full paranoia. In conversations with friends, Kody allegedly described David as a snake in the grass and accused Christine of plotting to hand over the family land to her new husband. "He can't stop talking about David," one source confided. "It's almost an obsession. Keeps asking, 'Why is he even here? Why can't Christine just leave me alone?' For a man who once enjoyed total control over his wives, the idea of another man standing up to him is reportedly unbearable." The Brown family saga had reached a crescendo. After weeks of legal maneuvering, courtroom showdowns, and public speculation, the tension surrounding Kody Pass was palpable. For Kody Brown, each passing day brought mounting pressure, while his ex-wives gained momentum, unity, and a renewed sense of justice. The legal threat escalates. With the 30-day deadline expired, Kody's defiance had serious consequences. According to legal sources, the court moved to initiate contempt proceedings, threatening fines, potential property seizure, and even jail time if Kody failed to comply immediately. Repeated failure to comply is not taken lightly, a court insider explained. The judge made it clear the law supersedes personal beliefs or family dynamics. Kody's actions have forced the court's hand. Lawyers representing Mary, Janelle, and Christine reportedly filed motions to compel compliance, accompanied by detailed financial records, proof of contributions, and evidence of Kody's repeated stalling tactics. Every document painted a picture of deliberate defiance. Kody's public response. True to form, Kody took to social media and interviews to defend himself. In a statement that shocked fans and legal observers alike, he claimed, "This isn't about stealing from my ex-wives. It's about protecting what is mine and what I've built for my family. The court doesn't understand our way of life." His comments sparked a firestorm online. Fans criticized him for prioritizing ego over justice, while a smaller segment sympathized, arguing that plural marriage should be treated differently in court. Even as Kody maintained his public posture of righteousness, insiders report that behind closed doors, he was increasingly paranoid and anxious, aware that his legal position was slipping. Robyn's calculated moves. Robyn, the ever-strategic wife, reportedly continued her behind-the-scenes efforts to consolidate control over Coyote Pass. Sources allege that she explored refinancing options, potential partnerships, and even preemptive legal filings designed to protect her and her children's interests in the property. Robyn is quietly ensuring that no matter what happens with Kody, she and the kids will retain ownership, a family insider revealed. She's patient and precise, she doesn't need the spotlight to win. Her influence over Kody appeared to grow stronger as the ex-wives gained legal traction, with Robyn allegedly advising him to resist compliance in ways that could later benefit her. Ex-wives strengthened their case. Mary, Janelle, and Christine took the court's action as validation of their position. Working in unison, they bolstered their legal filings with expert testimony, additional documentation, and evidence of Kody's repeated stalling. Janelle reportedly coordinated a meticulous timeline of events, highlighting Kody's non-compliance at every step. Christine's husband, David Woolley, played an instrumental role in reviewing the legal strategy and ensuring every detail was airtight. Mary, previously reserved, became an outspoken advocate, publicly articulating her right to a fair share of the property. They were no longer passive victims, a source close to the ex-wives explained. They were actively taking control, using the law and public opinion to their advantage. Courtroom showdown. When the next hearing commenced, the atmosphere was electric. Kody, still defiant, refused to sign the necessary deeds. Robyn sat calmly, calculating each move. Meanwhile, Mary, Janelle, and Christine, flanked by their attorneys, presented an unrelenting case. Witnesses testified about financial contributions, construction efforts, and personal sacrifices, painting Kody's defiance as deliberate and unjustified. The judge, visibly frustrated, threatened to enforce immediate property transfers if Kody did not comply within hours. "This is your final warning," the judge reportedly said. Compliance is not optional. Court has been patient, but patience has limits. Fans and media frenzy. The hearing drew unprecedented attention from media and fans alike. Social media exploded with live updates, commentary, and heated debates over Kody's actions. "It's like reality TV in real life," one fan tweeted. Except now the stakes are legal and Kody's ego is on the line. Public scrutiny added another layer of tension, as Kody's every action, statement, and expression was dissected and shared online. Calm before the final battle. With the threat of fines, property seizure, and possible jail looming, Kody faced a critical decision: comply with the court order or risk significant personal and legal consequences. The ex-wives, meanwhile, prepared for the final push, consolidating legal, financial, and public support. According to insiders, the next few days would be pivotal. The outcome would determine not only the future of Coyote Pass but also the legacy of the Brown family. "Everything is on the line," a legal source warned. "This isn't just about property anymore, it's about accountability, family, and consequences. The next move will be decisive." The stage was set for a dramatic resolution, one that fans had waited years to witness. As the 30-day deadline loomed, the atmosphere around the Brown family grew increasingly charged. Every move, every conversation, every glance between Kody, Robyn, and the three ex-wives seemed loaded with unspoken tension. Fans and insiders alike braced for what many anticipated would be the most explosive courtroom showdown in the history of sister wives. Kody's legal team scrambles. Sources close to the Browns report that Kody's attorneys were working overtime to find any possible way to delay compliance. From last-minute appeals to obscure clauses in property law, the team reportedly left no stone unturned. They were combing through decades-old documents, looking for anything that could justify Kody keeping control, a source revealed. It was frantic. Clock was ticking, and every delay tactic was explored. Despite these efforts, legal experts insist that the judge was unlikely to be swayed. The court had already issued clear orders, and the repeated defiance made it highly probable that sanctions would follow. While Robyn's behind-the-scenes moves had been strategic, fans and critics began to notice her role in prolonging the dispute. Social media buzzed with commentary about her influence over Kody, with many accusing her of being the architect of the ongoing conflict. "Robyn is smart, but people are starting to see her as manipulative," one fan tweeted. "She's keeping the land in her family's favor while letting Kody take all the heat." Even within the Brown family circle, whispers circulated that some of the ex-wives believed Robyn's influence was making Kody's defiance more extreme than it would have been otherwise. The ex-wives prepare a courtroom ambush. Determined not to let Kody and Robyn succeed in stalling the property transfers, Mary, Janelle, and Christine coordinated with their legal team to plan what insiders describe as a courtroom ambush. They wanted to make sure Kody couldn't pull his usual tricks, a source explained. They had every document, every financial record, and every witness lined up. Their strategy was to corner him legally and publicly. Christine's husband, David Woolley, played an instrumental role in this preparation. Observers noted that he meticulously reviewed property records, verified financial transactions, and even coordinated statements from former family advisors to strengthen the case against Kody. The day of reckoning. The day of the hearing arrived with the media swarming the courthouse. Cameras captured Kody entering the building with Robyn at his side, both exuding a mix of defiance and tension. Meanwhile, Mary, Janelle, and Christine arrived together, projecting solidarity and determination. "It was a standoff before it even began," one onlooker recalled. "You could feel the history and the emotions hanging in the air. This wasn't just a legal proceeding, it was decades of drama coming to a head." Courtroom itself reportedly crackled with anticipation. Spectators, fans, and legal journalists filled every seat, all waiting to see whether Kody would finally comply or face the consequences he had long resisted. Kody's stubbornness on full display. During the hearing, Kody reportedly repeated his mantra, that the land was his to oversee and that the judge didn't understand the family structure. He refused to sign the transfer documents and openly questioned the validity of the court's authority over what he considered a private family matter. "I built this, I maintained it, and I protect it," Kody allegedly declared, his voice echoing in the packed courtroom. "This isn't theft, it's stewardship." Robyn, seated silently next to him, offered no objection to his statements. Her calm demeanor contrasted sharply with Kody's fiery rhetoric, and some observers interpreted this as a sign that Robyn was calculating her own next moves, letting Kody absorb the heat while she stayed in the shadows. In response, Mary, Janelle, and Christine each gave impassioned statements, laying out years of financial contributions, emotional labor, and sacrifices. Janelle meticulously documented every loan she helped secure for Coyote Pass. Christine highlighted the support she provided during the construction and planning of the property. Mary, once quiet and reserved, delivered a heartfelt declaration of her right to a share of the land. The judge listened attentively, visibly frustrated with Kody's continued defiance. Legal analysts suggest that this combination of clear evidence and emotional testimony significantly strengthened the ex-wife's position, leaving Kody in a precarious situation. Fans react in real time. Outside the courthouse, a crowd of supporters and spectators shared live updates on social media. Hashtags like #Kody Defies Court, #Coyote Pass Battle, and #Team Ex-Wives surged, with fans speculating on every twist of the hearing. "It's like watching a reality show in real life," one fan tweeted. Except the stakes are legal and emotional, not just dramatic. Public scrutiny added an extra layer of pressure on Kody and Robyn, amplifying the consequences of every word and action during the hearing. The judge issues a final warning. Through hours of arguments, the judge delivered a stern ultimatum. Kody was warned one last time: comply with the property transfers immediately or face contingent fines, seizure of land, and possible jail time. According to court sources, the judge emphasized, "This is not a negotiation. This is an order of the court." The Brown family saga had reached a crescendo. Through weeks of legal maneuvering, courtroom showdowns, and public speculation, the tension surrounding Coyote Pass was palpable. For Kody Brown, each passing day brought mounting pressure, while his ex-wives gained momentum, unity, and a renewed sense of justice. The legal threat escalates. With the 30-day deadline expired, Kody's defiance had serious consequences. According to legal sources, the court moved to initiate contempt proceedings, threatening fines, potential property seizure, and even jail time if Kody failed to comply immediately. Repeated failure to comply is not taken lightly, a court insider explained. The judge made it clear the law supersedes personal beliefs or family dynamics. Kody's actions have forced the court's hand. Lawyers representing Mary, Janelle, and Christine reportedly filed motions to compel compliance, accompanied by detailed financial records, proof of contributions, and evidence of Kody's repeated stalling tactics. Every document painted a picture of deliberate defiance. Kody's public response. True to form, Kody took to social media and interviews to defend himself. In a statement that shocked fans and legal observers alike, he claimed, "This isn't about stealing from my ex-wives. It's about protecting what is mine and what I've built for my family. The court doesn't understand our way of life." His comments sparked a firestorm online. Fans criticized him for prioritizing ego over justice, while a smaller segment sympathized, arguing that plural marriage should be treated differently in court. Even as Kody maintained his public posture of righteousness, insiders report that behind closed doors, he was increasingly paranoid and anxious, aware that his legal position was slipping. Robyn's calculated moves. Robyn, the ever-strategic wife, reportedly continued her behind-the-scenes efforts to consolidate control over Coyote Pass. Sources allege that she explored refinancing options, potential partnerships, and even preemptive legal filings designed to protect her and her children's interests in the property. Robyn is quietly ensuring that no matter what happens with Kody, she and the kids will retain ownership, a family insider revealed. She's patient and precise. She doesn't need the spotlight to win. Her influence over Kody appeared to grow stronger as the ex-wives gained legal traction, with Robyn allegedly advising him to resist compliance in ways that could later benefit her. Ex-wives strengthened their case. Mary, Janelle, and Christine took the court's action as validation of their position. Working in unison, they bolstered their legal filings with expert testimony, additional documentation, and evidence of Kody's repeated stalling. Janelle reportedly coordinated a meticulous timeline of events, highlighting Kody's non-compliance at every step. Christine's husband, David Woolley, played an instrumental role in reviewing the legal strategy and ensuring every detail was airtight. Mary, previously reserved, became an outspoken advocate, publicly articulating her right to a fair share of the property. They were no longer passive victims, a source close to the ex-wives explained. They were actively taking control, using the law and public opinion to their advantage. Courtroom showdown. When the next hearing commenced, the atmosphere was electric. Kody, still defiant, refused to sign the necessary deeds. Robyn sat calmly, calculating each move. Meanwhile, Mary, Janelle, and Christine, flanked by their attorneys, presented an unrelenting case. Witnesses testified about financial contributions, construction efforts, and personal sacrifices, painting Kody's defiance as deliberate and unjustified. The judge, visibly frustrated, threatened to enforce immediate property transfers if Kody did not comply within hours. "This is your final warning," the judge reportedly said. "Compliance is not optional. Court has been patient, but patience has limits." Fans and media frenzy. The hearing drew unprecedented attention from media and fans alike. Social media exploded with live updates, commentary, and heated debates over Kody's actions. "It's like reality TV in real life," one fan tweeted. Except now the stakes are legal and Kody's ego is on the line. Public scrutiny added another layer of tension, as Kody's every action, statement, and expression was dissected and shared online. Calm before the final battle. With the threat of fines, property seizure, and possible jail looming, Kody faced a critical decision: comply with the court order or risk significant personal and legal consequences. The ex-wives, meanwhile, prepared for the final push, consolidating legal, financial, and public support. According to insiders, the next few days would be pivotal. The outcome would determine not only the future of Kody Pass but also the legacy of the Brown family. "Everything is on the line," a legal source warned. "This isn't just about property anymore, it's about accountability, family, and consequences. The next move will be decisive." The stage was set for a dramatic resolution, one that fans had waited years to witness. Tensions surrounding Kody Pass had reached a breaking point. After weeks of legal maneuvering, Kody Brown's stubborn defiance, and Robyn's quiet but calculated influence, the Brown family drama was about to enter its most explosive chapter. With the court's deadline expired and contempt charges looming, the stage was set for an unprecedented showdown. Court moves to enforce compliance. With Kody still refusing to sign over portions of Kody Pass, the judge took decisive action. Court insiders confirmed that enforcement measures were authorized, including fines for each day of non-compliance and the potential for property seizure. "Court has made it very clear, this is no longer a negotiation," said a legal analyst. Kody's continued defiance has forced the judge to act. The law is not optional. Kody's legal team scrambled to find last-minute delays, but according to sources, the judge was firm and uncompromising. Robyn's influence and hidden strategies. Robyn's presence loomed over every legal development. While Kody faced the court's wrath, Robyn reportedly explored creative ways to protect her interests, including restructuring ownership of certain parcels, negotiating refinancing, and even discussing potential partnerships that could shield her and her children from legal losses. "Robyn is always 3 steps ahead," an insider said. While Kody rages publicly, she ensures her position is secure behind the scenes. Fans and insiders speculate that Robyn's strategy could either safeguard her family's future or make the ex-wives' legal battle even more complex. Ex-wives prepare for victory. Mary, Janelle, and Christine were not passive observers. With the court's enforcement looming, they meticulously prepared for the final phase of the legal battle. Janelle compiled a comprehensive timeline of financial contributions, showing Kody's consistent control of funds. Christine, supported by David Woolley, coordinated with property law experts to ensure every loophole Robyn and Kody might exploit was addressed. Mary, gaining confidence with each hearing, delivered statements emphasizing her right to a fair share and the principle of justice over loyalty. "They're united, determined, and strategic," a source noted. "For once, the ex-wives have the upper hand and Kody knows it." Tense courtroom showdown. On the day the court moved to enforce compliance, the atmosphere in the courthouse was electric. Reporters, fans, and family members filled the gallery, all anticipating the moment Kody would face the consequences of years of defiance. Kody entered the courtroom with his usual air of confidence, but sources say he appeared visibly anxious. Robyn followed quietly, her demeanor calm, almost detached. The ex-wives, united in purpose, presented their evidence with precision and authority. It was a dramatic contrast, one eyewitness said. Kody looked like a man on the edge, while the ex-wives were composed, confident, and in control of the narrative. The judge's enforcement. After reviewing the evidence and Kody's continued non-compliance, the judge took decisive action. Fines were imposed for each day Kody failed to comply with the previous orders. Property transfers were authorized, allowing the deeds to be signed on behalf of the ex-wives without Kody's cooperation. Contempt charges were considered, with the possibility of jail time if Kody attempted to interfere with the process. This is the result of years of deliberate defiance, a court insider explained. The judge made it clear that compliance is mandatory, whether Kody likes it or not. The decision marked a turning point in the Brown family saga, signaling that Kody's era of absolute control was waning. Public reaction and fan frenzy. Court's enforcement measures sent shockwaves through the sister wives fan community. Social media erupted with commentary, speculation, and support for the ex-wives. Finally, some accountability, one fan wrote. Kody can't just bulldoze over everyone anymore. Others debated Robyn's role, with some praising her strategic moves and others criticizing her for manipulating Kody into defiance. The enforcement of the court's orders marked a historic moment for the Brown family, yet the dust had barely settled. While Mary, Janelle, and Christine celebrated victories, Kody and Robyn were forced to navigate the aftermath, and the ripple effects were far from over. The immediate aftermath. Within days of the court's enforcement, portions of Kody Pass were officially transferred to the ex-wives. Documents filed with the county reflected the ex-wives' reclaimed ownership, symbolizing both legal and moral vindication after years of Kody's defiance. It's surreal, Mary reportedly told a friend. After all these years, we finally have what's ours. It's not just land, it's proof that we matter. Janelle and Christine echoed her sentiment, emphasizing that the victory was as much about principle as property. Publicly, fans rallied behind the ex-wives, celebrating the end of Kody's unchecked authority over the family legacy. Kody's shock and Robyn's calculations. While the ex-wives rejoiced, Kody reportedly experienced a mix of disbelief, frustration, and growing paranoia. Sources close to him claimed that he struggled to reconcile the loss of control over the property with his lifelong image as the family patriarch. He feels betrayed, an insider revealed. He thinks Robyn should have protected him, but in reality she's planning her next move, making sure her family comes out unscathed. Robyn, as always, remained calm. Observers suggest she was quietly evaluating options to maintain influence over certain parts of Kody Pass, ensuring her children's inheritance and long-term security, even as Kody publicly protested the transfers. Robyn's hidden strategies. Leaked information suggests that Robyn had been preparing for this moment long before the court's enforcement. Allegedly, she took steps such as refinancing parcels of land in her name, effectively securing financial control over key portions, negotiating private agreements with contractors and local developers, creating leverage independent of Kody's cooperation, strategically withholding information from Kody, allowing him to appear defiant publicly while she quietly safeguarded her interests. Robyn is playing chess while Kody is stuck in checkers, a source said. He's reacting, she's controlling the narrative. Fans speculated that her calculated approach could allow her to retain significant portions of the property, even as the ex-wives legally reclaimed theirs. Kody's attempted reclamation. Refusing to accept the loss, Kody reportedly explored last-minute options to challenge the enforcement or regain partial control. These included appeals to higher courts, claims of procedural errors, and attempts to involve faith-based arguments emphasizing his interpretation of plural marriage rights. He's desperate, an insider commented. He's looking for any angle to overturn the ruling, but the court has made its stance very clear. Even supporters of Kody admitted that his efforts were unlikely to succeed, given the overwhelming legal documentation and unified front presented by the ex-wives. Family tensions intensify. courtroom battle may have concluded, but the emotional fallout within the family was only beginning. Kody reportedly became increasingly distant from Robyn, frustrated that even her strategies could not fully protect their position. Mary, Janelle, and Christine experienced a mixture of relief and renewed confidence, realizing their unity could challenge Kody's control in other areas of family life. The tension between Kody and David Woolley escalated, with sources claiming that David's involvement was a thorn in Kody's side and a symbol of Kody losing authority over the family narrative. Property battle had revealed underlying fractures that no reality TV audience had fully appreciated. Public reaction continues. Fans and media outlets dissected every development. Social media exploded with debate over Robyn's role, Kody's stubbornness, and the ex-wife's victory. Some commentators applauded the legal outcome, calling it a long-overdue reckoning, while others lamented the apparent deterioration of family bonds. "It's shocking but also satisfying," tweeted one fan. Kody finally had to face consequences, and the ex-wives showed strength and unity. This is the justice fans have been waiting for. Public spectacle added pressure on all parties, ensuring that every subsequent move by Kody or Robyn would be scrutinized. A turning point for the Brown family. With portions of Kody Pass now legally in the ex-wives' hands, a new era had begun. Kody's authority as patriarch was challenged like never before, and Robyn's quiet maneuvers ensured she remained a dominant figure in the family dynamic. The balance of power has shifted, a source revealed. For the first time, the ex-wives are empowered, Kody is vulnerable, and Robyn is strategically positioned. Nothing will be the same. For the Brown family, the property dispute over Kody Pass was more than a legal battle. It was a cultural and emotional reckoning, forcing each family member to confront decades of power, loyalty, and personal ambition.